Hello and welcome to the world of Max TV. When you suffer from a terrible mood, one of the best ways to change the situation is to watch our new selection of funny and incredible moments with animals, which we have carefully prepared for you. You can't even imagine how many amazing and interesting things the animal world hides from us. Sometimes our animal friends do things that are hard to believe in, so get ready to get a lot of positive emotions. So, let's go! This is real footage from the Angry Birds game in real life. The final boss is finally defeated. A very interesting squirrel protection has been installed on the bird feeder. However, it took the squirrel 20 seconds to overcome this obstacle. The pony thought that this funny dog wanted to play with it, but the dog had other plans. Soon it managed to jump out onto the pony's back. I still didn't understand what it was. It looks like the tail of some huge worm, which soon disappeared completely into the hole. This guy is a real genius. To get the mosquitoes away from his friends, he just turned on the flashlight and all the insects flew after him. This smart tiger gave zoo visitors a real surprise, after which it quickly disappeared. The whale jumped right on the boat with the fishermen. People were immediately taken to other boats and no one was injured, but the first boat would definitely sink.
Oh my god.
This shrew with its kids quickly realized that it was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it managed to escape. I didn't even know that geese are so afraid of such a laser pointer. They run away in complete panic. I think this dog has been waiting for this moment all its life. The ants have created a real Silk Road, and all together they transfer pieces of leaves to their nest. You may hate spiders, but after watching this recording, you will realize how talented these kids are. This moment was filmed in Japan. The dog has reached an incredible level of skateboarding and already slides down any steps without any problems. This cat helps to get a glass of water and knows exactly when to stop. It looks like these chickens think they're pigeons and they're sitting on the branches of a tall tree. How they got there is not clear. The splash tetra is a very unusual fish that can be found in reservoirs and small rivers of the lower Amazon. The most interesting thing is how these fish lay eggs on leaves hanging over the water. The male and female jump out of the water at the same time and stick to the leaf. Then the female lays eggs and the male immediately fertilizes it. It looks unreal. I think these dogs are very lucky that they have metal cages, which means the leopard is going to have no prey today. This woman covers a little boy's face while a wild black bear treats itself on their picnic table. This case was filmed in Mexico, and people were very lucky that the bear was not aggressive. It just ate everything and left. The flowers on the woman's windowsill were unlucky. A very hungry creature was passing by and decided to have a snack. This is the first time I've seen such birds in their camouflage tactics. The birds gather together and spread their wings in such a way that it is simply impossible to distinguish them from red mushrooms. The owner decided to teach her dog to climb through the dog door, but the door is not designed for such huge dogs, so it got stuck. The woman was saved, but the door was broken. This deer clearly hates rich guys and expensive cars. After the attack, it even laughed. These birds took their places according to the tickets they had, but they definitely won't be able to fly far. This brazen crocodile managed to stop the entire train. The girl froze in fear when a huge black bear appeared from the side and began to sniff her at the bus stop. There was nowhere to go. It was good that the bear turned out to be calm and quickly left the bus stop. This man was mowing the grass in the field behind his house and discovered a nest of pheasants. The female flew away, but the man decided to help this family secure the nest because it was who he mowed the grass around. The nest turned out to be nice, and soon their chicks hatched. If you have 2 pets, then you need to buy 2 sunbeds for them at once, otherwise they will definitely not be able to share it. This girl met a very friendly cat on the street, but as soon as she petted it, it started playing with her and even biting, so she had to run for her life. This couple boating on a river in a Georgia state park was shocked to see hundreds of alligators. They definitely turned the wrong way, and the footage is really frightening. This fisherman noticed a stuck dolphin in a swamp on the riverbank and decided to check whether it was alive or not. It turned out that it was not too late to save it, so after some effort, the dolphin was successfully released from this trap. I think this wolf won't mess with squirrels anymore. It got a very painful lesson in the form of a nose bite. Dawson bees can be found only in Australia. Colonies of these insects dig new ones right in the ground. Every year, the drones come out before the females in anticipation of a deadly battle. The smell of the queen drones to fight right next to its burrow. To gain access to the female, the rivalry is serious because the drones try to bite each other to death, resulting in the death of a large number of males. Sometimes it happens that a female appears during battle, so aggressive drones can accidentally kill her and then try to mate with the dead queen. The leopard quietly approached the rabbit at a distance of less than a meter, but the smart rabbit managed to escape at the last moment. This moment was filmed in the Czech Republic while harvesting corn from a field. When the harvester finished harvesting an area on the field, a whole herd of wild boars ran out of it, which were also actively engaged in collecting delicious corn. Just look, the arrogant red-haired creature has found new friends. It feels great on this farm. It is not in danger of anything except that the cows can lick it to death. For a cat, these are probably the coolest spa treatments. As you can see, the cats are real masters of massage. These baby rabbits were born last night. They had a nest right next to the wall of the house, and the owl attacked the bravest one who decided to go out of the nest. The mother rabbit turned out to be nearby and desperately attacked the owl, saving the baby. The owl got scared and flew away, but it's not clear what happened to the baby. This visitor to an internet cafe in Thailand wanted to go outside but was attacked by a rat snake. The reptile grabbed the man's pants but quickly let go. What a nightmare. I think he was in complete shock after experiencing this. I've never seen such a sparrow. It thinks that the girl's hand is its nest and does not want to fly away. To get to its home, this raccoon needs to perform a trick from Mission Impossible every time, but it looks like it's already used to it. Now we have a very funny moment. Two dogs barked very furiously at each other on both sides of the gate, but as soon as they were opened, the cowardly dogs immediately calmed down and started wagging their tails. It's funny, but as soon as the gate was closed again, they started barking with the same level of aggression. It's easy to be brave only when you have protection in front of you. Now you can see a policeman who is trying to help a skunk get rid of a plastic yogurt jar stuck on its head. He is very afraid of not being attacked by the chemical weapons of this animal. As you can see, he was attacked by such a nasty creature. It's good that at least the skunk was saved. Wildlife photographers anxiously waited in the distance to see the result of a dog's encounter with a polar bear. But when the bear approached, they were just shocked. The vicious white predator began to play with the dogs, not perceiving them as prey at all. Here are some more similar moments. This friendship and such games are really amazing. These birds have found a way not to hatch eggs. They turn volcanoes into incubators. There are places around the volcano with an ideal temperature for eggs. Birds just lay eggs here and bury them in the ashes of a volcano. The chicks hatch on their own and immediately become independent. This crazy, fearless raccoon was spotted on the wall of a house on the 8th floor level. The crowd of people gathered below watched this spectacle in amazement. Suddenly, the raccoon jumps and flies down. It was lucky because it fell on the sand and immediately ran away. It seems that it was not injured at all after the fall. In this case, the koala mother is very worried about its baby who climbed on a thin branch and may fall. It tried to save the baby in all possible ways, but it couldn't do anything, so it all looks very funny. Finally, an adult koala decided to climb a branch and it managed to lower the kid to the ground. As you can see, the baby does not want to sit still. It almost immediately ran and climbed up that very branch. The owners were shocked when they saw what a surprise their dog came out of the water with on its back. It was wearing a big black snake. It looks like the dog was surprised by what kind of long and slippery rope it was. In India, a man coming down from a building clearly didn't know that a crazy elephant was roaming nearby. You can see how lucky he was to get back in time and climb to a safe height. Going out for a walk this morning turned out to be not such an easy task for two dogs, but they definitely have a lot of fun in such deep snow. This male grouse seems to be infected with some kind of rabies. Not only does it not run away from a person, but even rushes at a passing car. The man continues to defend himself from the wild grouse with his feet, but it does not want to calm down in any way. The man offered the monkey potatoes on the roof of the house, but when passing from hand to paw, he fell down. The monkey's reaction causes only laughter. I laughed for a very long time after watching this. This funny monkey stole a cobra from a snake charmer. As you can see, it took the snake with its teeth and ran away to the roof of the house. The man does not know what to do, but he feels sorry for his beloved snake, so he climbs after the monkey on the roof trying to get his reptile back. In the end, he falls on the awning of the store, and I think he fails to save the pet. Now we have real footage from a horror movie. It's just an invasion of Mormon crickets in northeastern Nevada. This woman heard meowing from under the hood of her car. A little kitten was found under the engine. This is one of the most popular ways for cats to become beloved pets.
She started meowing.
After such a surprise from the bird, the only thing that surprises is the calmness of the man, who just nodded and continued to stand still. I think he was not upset because such an abundant gift will bring him a lot of luck. This rabbit blocking the path for two horses put them in a real stupor. The horses just stopped, not knowing what to do, but they were very afraid to approach the strange creature. The owner called the horses home, but they did not want to take risks, fearing an attack by an evil rabbit. As a result, the woman got tired of all this, she scared off the rabbit, and only then did the horses enter the yard. This warthog came out on a whole pride of sleeping lions. The pig was confused at first, but then decided to run. The shocked lions immediately stood up, but it seemed that they didn't even realize what had happened. The next incredible moment was captured by a fisherman on a lake in Hungary. He was just filming himself when a real monster decided to drag him into the water along with a fishing rod. Now we can see that he returns without a catch, but as the author of this video reported, later this catfish still managed to be caught. It weighed 66 kilograms. This crab has come up with a free and safe way to travel. All it needs to do is ride a jellyfish. Now we have a moment from a home surveillance camera. 3 bulls broke out of the pen. Even though the first 2 were caught easily, the third made a real mess in the yard. Escaping from the dogs, the bull jumped into the pool, and one of the stupid dogs decided to follow it. Of course, they couldn't get out. The cowboy helped them. He threw a rope around the bull's neck, and the stupid dog also had to be rescued because it couldn't find a way out herself. Now we have a very interesting battle with an incredible ending. This hornet attacked a wounded cockroach, and a battle ensued between them. It's clear that the victory will be for the winged hunter, who immediately begins to bite off the cockroach's paws one by one. Suddenly, the situation changes dramatically. This lizard appears from an ambush and eats both of them. Now we have a deadly octopus chase after the crab. The case was filmed near Sydney in Australia. The octopus uses its movable tentacles to grab the poor clumsy crab and then goes with it to the depths. Then the predator uses its sharp beak to pierce the hard shell of the crab, which is one of the main foods of octopuses. This goat got stuck on a steep cliff and stood there for more than a day. People decided to call real professionals to rescue it. The operation was risky as the terrified animal could fall down, but people managed to put the animal in a special net and safely pull it out. This girl's photo session with this elephant family did not go according to their plan. The smallest one really wanted to play, and all the time, it was pulling off the girl's skirt. Now we have a similar gift to a man from an elephant at the zoo. It's unclear what the elephant threw at this poor guy from head to toe, but we hope it wasn't its own excrement. The little elephant's leg got stuck in a suspended car tire. After a few seconds of struggle, the elephant rushed to the aid of its cub. With a little effort, it successfully freed the child. But the funniest thing is how the elephant took revenge on this tire by viciously throwing it aside. This box was used as a hay dispenser, but for some reason, it ended up on this horse's head. It's good that at least there was an eye hole at the bottom. The killer whale trainer at the aquarium decided to make fun of the visitors. But it was a bit too much since all the visitors were completely wet. This pack of wild dogs drove the impala into the water, but the animal was slightly injured, but it seemed that it was safe in the water. Suddenly, a lion appeared out of nowhere, drove the dogs away, and headed towards the impala. It can't escape now. This girl saved a newborn hedgehog. There was very little chance that it would survive, but the girl did not give up. As a result, she got a beloved pet. Now we have a battle of two kangaroos. After a powerful blow, one even fell, but it seemed that everything was fine with it, so they just continued their battle. This dog on a chain successfully protected its owner from a rabid fox. Foxes are afraid of people, and they never attack first, but if a fox is aggressive and tries to bite you, it definitely has rabies. This fox tried to attack and bite the dog, but it did not let itself be offended, and the rabid predator soon ran away. A flock of goats decided to run out of the fence without permission, but the guard dog was right there, so they had to run back. People decided to rescue this angry bear from a garbage pit and threw it a log. The first attempt was unsuccessful and the bear fell back, but soon it managed to successfully get out and escape. This crazy horse decided to come close to a pack of 6 wolves who were just resting. The horse brazenly approached and forced the wolves to get up, and then it sprawled in front of them in the snow and began to move around. I think that's how it showed that it's not afraid of them, so the wolves were definitely in shock. This incredible moment of hunting a jaguar was filmed in the Pantanal. The wild cat tracked down a large alligator in the water right from a tree. Suddenly, the predatory cat takes aim and jumps from a tree directly at a reptile in the water. In the last shots, it is noticeable that the alligator is in the jaguar's teeth and it drags it to the shore. I think the cat is the winner here. This home surveillance camera captured a coyote chasing a domestic chicken for a long time, but the chicken turned out to be very nimble and all the coyote could do was bite off its tail. So the chicken was very lucky. This passing car scared off the predator and it ran away. The whale shark is the largest shark in the world. It was the one who washed up on this beach. These sharks are not dangerous to humans, so people immediately started to rescue them. As you can see, they managed to succeed. This snake definitely did a lot of unnecessary things with its prey. A hunter from his hiding place managed to film the incredible aggression between 2 male Florida cougars. The fight between the big cats was quite fierce, but suddenly a large wild boar intervened in their battle, which scared off the cats and stopped the fight. Here are some more unsuccessful trash can robbers. This is a whole group of raccoons who were stuck inside a large tank. They couldn't get out, so they just looked at the man with innocent eyes. It looks very cute. There are many crazy people in the world. In order to feed a squirrel, this guy wore a squirrel costume. Of course, he doesn't look like a squirrel at all, but he looks very funny. Now we have a very funny dog fight. I think it's immediately clear who is the winner. The cars stopped to let a large pack of wild African dogs pass, but they managed to capture something interesting. This antelope jumps right into their group. I think it'll be able to escape from them. Now this big iguana noticed the little one and a chase began between them, which is very similar to the cat chasing the mouse from the Tom and Jerry cartoon. Finally, the big lizard managed to grab the little one. Soon it loosened its grip and the little one managed to escape. This family calmly gets into their car in front of the house early in the morning, but as soon as the wife came to her car door, a rabid lynx attacked her from behind. I don't know if it managed to bite the woman or not, but her husband immediately came running to help. He picked up the wildcat, clutching its front paws with his hands, and threw it away with all his might. Yes, their morning definitely didn't go according to plan. Then there are some amazing moments of insects taking off in very slow motion. The footage is really cool. Monkeys, like humans, are very fond of swimming in hot weather. The bravest of them even climbed a tall lantern and jumped from it into the pool. Here's a similar moment. Here they filmed monkeys swimming in some kind of lake, and the little ones climbed a tree overhanging the water and jumped. Instead of releasing the fish, one can drop the phone. You always need to be more careful. Fishermen on a boat found a large catfish floating on the surface with its belly up. After taking the fish out of the water, they realized that there was something big in its stomach. Everyone was shocked when a huge iguana was taken out of this catfish. The fish is lucky, so it'll survive. This snake is not venomous, but very nimble. The reptile took a defensive pose. It really doesn't like people watching it, not to mention this arrogant cat. The snake immediately responded to the blow with a precise bite to the head. It looks very funny, but it seems that this bite did not teach the cat anything, so it continued to molest the snake. 5 friends were driving from the party and saw a beaver with a long and heavy stick. One of the friends got out of the car and helped the beaver cross the road with a stick. Now we have one more funny moment. The man drove up to the house and saw his cat hanging on a branch. It looks very funny, and obviously nothing would have happened to the cat if it had fallen from such a height. But the man decides to save the pet and falls right away. The cat is saved. This man already knew what kind of creature was running around his trash can. This bear eats there every day and always runs away in a panic at the sight of people. This time he caught the bear off guard, and its escape caused only a smile. Watching the birds, a man managed to film a successful wildcat hunting for nutria. The predator already had its prey in its mouth. It was very difficult for it to strangle nutria, and at the same time keep an eye on people it is very afraid of. This impudent monkey climbed on the woman's neck, and when the second one tried to help, the monkey attacked her. It looks funny because both of them ran away. It looks like this pelican caught a very large fish, but one of its relatives tried to take the prey from a friend and started biting its head. But it didn't work. You can't take someone's food. These domestic chickens were quietly sitting in their cage, and it would seem that nothing was threatening them. Suddenly, a falcon appears who is tempted by the chicken. It managed to easily get through the cage and attack the chicken, but it did not know that there was also a rooster hiding there, who immediately came to the rescue. The falcon has no chance here, and it runs away at the first opportunity.